Peace, peace, y'all. Real quick message. Be careful of the people who are trying to get in your energy, specifically those who are close to you, specifically those who who are very just not about the work, ones that seek attention too much, ones that want to prove themselves. And I'm going to tell you why. Some people will try to come back in your life and say, "Oh, I love you. You know, we're meant to be together, yada, yada, yada. Remember all the times we shared, meow, meow, meow," right? But they're only doing that because they don't want to look like a villain in your world. They don't want you to see them as a villain. They don't want you to see them as anything negative. So a lot of times people will try to come back into your life not because they love you, not because they want to do right by you, but because they have something to prove to you. And they want to prove that they're a good person. These are the kind of people who beg for validation outside of themselves. However they do it, they may not get on their knees and say, "Please, please, please validate me." But they do it in so many ways where they need constant attention from other people. They need that consistent validation from people outside themselves. They need to hear every single day that you're doing good. They need to hear some sort of compliment or praise every day because they won't give it to themselves. And so they don't give it to themselves. And it's easier to have a parasitic energy of latching on to whoever can, who they don't look at you. Let me tell you something. They don't look at you like you're the one because they want to honor you. They look at you as nothing more than a host. Because every time you're in their energy, you raise their vibration, their money goes up. Good things happen in their life, that shit shoots up. They start to feel better, they start to become more healed. You are nothing more than a host to some of these exes and ex-friends and ex-family members or whoever it was that you, even though you didn't want to let them go, you had to let these people go. So this is going to be a test for you. I'm picking up specifically this week. You have to be very careful who's trying to come back into your life. Listen to their words very, very carefully, the way they talk to you. And they're going to be very selective on what they say because they know you're going to pay attention. Some people are going to try to come in and actually be like, they don't even realize it. They're going to be so fucking sloppy about it. They're going to be so sloppy about their energy because they can't contain their anxiety. And at the end of the day, the light is exposing their darkness. And they know that every time you just simply look at them, you can see right through them. So some of them are going to come up to you mad sloppy and be probably all drunk texts, okay? Banging on the door, talking about some of that. You know, I cherish you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for that shit. Okay? And some of them are like internally gonna wear a suit and tie or their fanciest dress and come up to you and say, "You know, I really miss you. I really got to thinking about what went wrong in the relationship. And I realized," you know what I'm saying? And they might take accountability for one or two things, but they will only take accountability because they know that's going to be a way to get through to you. So they think. See, they won't take accountability for their actions on a regular basis. Because if they did, they wouldn't fucking need people so bad. They wouldn't need nobody to host on so much. You understand what I'm saying? But they're going to come up to you in their best dress, so to speak. And they're going to try to get in your energy all the way through. Because at the end of the day, they see that you've been growing. They see that you've been doing better for yourself. They see that regardless of what's going on throughout the day, you have the biggest smile on your face, that you still love yourself genuinely. You genuinely have been working on yourself so well. Okay? So they're going to try to dive back into that. Look at this fancy house with the big old pool and the basketball court and the 17 bathrooms up in this bitch. I'm going to take a shit in every one of them and I ain't going to flush. Like, that's where their mind is at. Don't allow these people back into your life. Now, for an extreme few of you, and I mean extreme few of you, some people might come back and it may click with you that that's the person you're supposed to be with. You have to use your own discernment. But here is how you're going to know who is truly for you and who isn't truly for you. As you continue to raise your vibration, as you continue to eat healthier, you're stretching, you're doing your yoga, you're doing the work that God has needed you to do, you're answering your calling, right? You're doing everything necessary it takes, no matter what, to continue to raise your vibration. When your vibration is so high, you are going to feel that they're not a match for you. Just as an example, right? Say you get with somebody and you guys had the same frequency in terms of fear. You guys maybe went through some extreme trauma growing up, right? And there was a level of trauma bonding that was happening, and you quickly moved out of that shit, right? You may have been you may have been in a relationship with this person for only like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You even thought about putting the fucking ring on it and shit. But when you realize you didn't want a trauma bond and you realize how much this person was a mess, you go inside yourself and realize where the mess within yourself is. And it's like, oh, okay, let me work on this, let me forgive myself for that. Let me let the past of where this came from go. Let me forgive people, places, and things outside of myself for that, whatever. And you start doing the work and sifting through your own internal mess. As you continue to raise your vibration, you are gonna look at this person. You are gonna feel from this person that, oh no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to come back on this side of the fence. It's not happening. And when I close my door, you're going to be out there and I'm going to be in here continuing to do my work. Okay? Because the thing is, when we match a frequency with somebody and there's a level of fear or anxiety or worry or I'm just going to say fear in general because it's like the base of everything else. When you match that frequency with somebody, you have to realize you're only matching it because that person is your reflection. So you're attracting the people in your life that reflects a part of you didn't get a light shed on before. You may say to yourself, damn, why the fuck did I get with this person? This was a sloppy motherfucker, right? It's because there was some sloppiness or a mess within you that you needed to see outside of yourself because for whatever reason you couldn't see it within yourself. So now that you see it, now that you recognize it and you continue to work on it, don't accept that mess back in your life. Let that person go. But when you let them go, also let your own internal mess go. Anything and everything you have not forgiven yourself for, forgive yourself. All of your worries, the things that seem to have not worked out for you before, don't hold on to that. Don't sit there and say, well, I tried this before and I tried that before and it just didn't fucking work out, so why do I even bother? Don't keep that in your mind if you know that this is something that you're meant to do, or that's the path you're supposed to be on. It's supposed to be hard sometimes. Not everything is meant to be easy. Our souls didn't sign up for hard or for easy. You know what I'm saying? We went on hard mode because we can handle it. Okay, so just, and that's a definition of you getting in your way. You could say, well, this person, you know, did this and that person did that and these people did this to me. Okay. But at the end of the day, they are still your reflection of your lower vibration. And if they're reflecting what is truly inside of you, aren't you getting in your own way? You see what I'm saying? So do your best not to get in your own way. Do not play the blame game. Do not. That's a victim mentality. Don't blame nothing on nobody else. Don't gossip. Don't sit there and talk shit about the person either, because then you're talking shit about a part of yourself. Even if you're letting that part of yourself go, let it go with grace. Be as graceful in your awakening as possible, and then your shit is gonna smooth out better than you thought, and everything's going to work out for you better than you ever thought. All right? That's the message. Peace and love.